Hello everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. I'm so happy to see you here. So today I'm going to be unveiling the Nomad Air Collection with you, and I'm really excited about it because it showed up in the mail and it's over here. I haven't even unboxed it. I was a bit sick this weekend, so I decided to just take my time, but I'm really excited about this. So when you actually look at the collection on their Instagram page, it kind of gives you these Pan Am kind of vibes. For those of you who don't know, Pan Am was a airline that existed in the 50s, 60s, and there's a TV show about it as well, but then it went out of business and it's no longer in existence. Obviously it was bought up by like different airlines and stuff, but I really loved the overall vintage feel of it. I was wondering, is this going to be like a collection of pretty blues and silvers, because they did show a bit of their collection online, those silvery tints. So I'm really curious. Like, I'm really not sure what to expect from this collection, but I do know that this is a much bigger package than what I previously received. My name is Ranita. I love to do makeup tutorials, reviews, swatches, all things makeup related over here, and I also delve into lifestyle and mental health. So if all of these things sound interesting to you, then be sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell on, because that's how you're going to know when my new videos are coming out. So yeah, like, I'd love to see more of you if all of these things are your vibe. And I've done a lot of Nomad videos, so if you want to go and see my reviews for like all of these Nomad palettes, go and check out the playlist right at the end of this as well. So let's get into unboxing this. I'm so excited about this. Oh, there's like a bag in here. What is this? It went back in. Oh, okay. This is cool. Oh, so first of all, I have a ticket over here by Nomad Air. How cute. Okay, welcome back to the golden age of flying. This is your Nomad Air passenger ticket and baggage check. Date, flight, okay. That's so cute. They even put the launch, the product launch date on the ticket. That is adorable. Okay, so these are, ooh, Nomad Air Beauty Care Essentials Collection, new line of skincare and makeup products. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Like, I did not see this coming at all. Okay, so this is a 4-piece collection specifically designed to hydrate through any and all travel. Based on extensive research to counter the effects of frequent travel, we created these products, blending the best of what nature has to offer with science-backed innovative ingredients for clean, cruelty-free, and vegan formulas. So they have no dyes, added fragrances, parabens, phthalates, or mineral oil, just awesome hydration. The Nomad Air products come in aircraft-inspired aluminum packaging that is plastic-free. Plus, with the 4-piece collection, you get a smartly designed travel tote, perfect for, anyone who's flying frequently, basically. So we're proud to support sustainable travel international and provide carbon offsets with every purchase. So let's get into the actual products. Over here we have the face cream, Weightless Hydration Cream, that blends replenishing shea butter and jojoba oil with moisture locking sodium hyaluronate and dimethicone to hydrate and nourish. This is the extra large 100 ml size. The face mist, light refreshing mist that blends antioxidant rich rosemary water and moisture attracting sodium PCA to refresh and vitalize, 100 ml size. The lip salve, multi-purpose healing balm that blends conditioning rosehip, cottonseed, and jojoba seed oils with soothing sea berry fruit and camellia flower extracts to smooth and protect, 25 gram size. And last but not least, the palette, the travel palette. It contains 6 rich shades curated to create versatile looks from subtle to bold, 3 mattes and 3 shimmers, extra slim portable case with a mirror, perfect for travel. Okay, this is absolutely cool. I always feel like I'm so in sync with Nomad, because the truth is that I'm actually going to be flying very soon. And I just think that it's awesome that I'm literally going to have like my own Nomad travel set. So the first thing I noticed about this are these cute little planes, as the zippers. I really love that. It's so, travel themed. And this really does look and kind of remind me a bit of the Pan Am bags too, because I remember their colors were like blue and white, and I did watch the show that came out, and that's when I got really excited about them. So when I was seeing all of this, I had that at the back of my mind, but I really did not expect any of this, and it's kind of really exciting. If you look at this bag, you just have so many different compartments, and you can kind of just put in like a ton of stuff. I feel like it's very, definitely very travel friendly, and you can definitely put quite a few things in here. Not just, these Nomad products. Like, I could definitely use this when I'm traveling. These are the kind of shades that someone would use for like everyday looks, so completely understandable. I'm not a neutral person, and all of you know that. Like, I generally use neutrals with something colorful, but I do know something about Nomad's formula, and that's that the formula is always really, really good. So I'm actually actually pretty excited to try these out and see how this is going to go. So let me just let you know my thoughts on the skincare first. So basically, I kind of feel like this is really nice. I like the face mist. I feel like it's pretty refreshing. There's no smell when you spray this, and the only thing is that make sure that you spray it from a further distance so that it actually disperses properly all over the skin, because I held it really close and you know it was kind of like really targeted in one spot. But of course, if you want to just get one area a bit more, then you could just bring your arm in a bit closer. But all in all, I feel like that's a nice it's a very nice spray. So I think for the purpose of travel, the face mist is wonderful, because usually when you travel you have to sleep and then you wake up and you're just groggy. So I can totally see myself reaching for like a face mist after, you know, cleaning my face and everything and just wanting something to refresh it. I really like the lip salve. I feel like this was a lovely product. It was very easy to, you know, just apply and everything. Like it's very old-fashioned, and I really do love the tins. I kind of feel like these remind me of a lot of vintage things that I have seen, and the face cream really reminded me of Nivea. I don't know if you have ever heard of this brand, but Nivea, at least when I was growing up in India, they used to sell their creams in tins, and that was the first thing that I actually thought of when I, you know, looked at the face cream. I was like, yeah, this really reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of Nivea. So this cream over here, the consistency is definitely thicker. You would have seen previously when I held up the cream, you know, what it was like. And then I put a little amount on my face just right now because we're going to be doing looks. But the truth is that I have used this before, and the truth is I actually prefer using this as like a night kind of cream. I just feel like it's a thicker consistency, and usually that's the kind of consistency I go for at night. So again, perfect, you know, like to maybe apply to your skin like just before you're going to go to bed on the airplane or something. Like I kind of feel like I'm trying to think of how I would use it. I think that's exactly what I would do, just to kind of seal in and lock that, you know, additional hydration into the skin. But I like it. I don't have a problem with this, and you can see what my skin looks like now with all three, you know, products on my face. It's fine. So the one thing I want to do now is just get into the makeup palette, because you know it is a really pretty one, and we've got some lovely neutrals, and yeah, I kind of do have an idea of what I want to create, but let's see how this goes. Hey everyone, so for this look, what I want to do is just do a very general basic look. This is not going to be anything fancy, just something very natural. And of course, the first thing that I'm going to do is go in with my base, which is the NYX Multitasking Medium. The first shade I'm going in with is Up and Away, which is a brown that's very similar to my skin tone. So I'm just going to go and I'm just going to add a little bit here. And I'm using a fluffy brush so that it kind of just disperses. The nice thing about working with browns and having brown skin is that you don't need to be super accurate. And it just makes it so much easier really, because you can just fluff that out. Just using one shade is actually enough. As you can see, you know, it just makes such a big difference. But for this I will be using 3 shades, because that's generally the number of shades that I go in for when I'm doing my looks. So we're gonna just start with this one, and then we'll move on to the other shades. Okay, so that should do it. Like I said, you don't have to be super precise when you're doing looks like this. And I'm going in for the deepest shade, which is Fly the Skies. It's really deep, but I like adding deeper shades to the ends of my eyes and then just kind of blending that into the crease over there. Kind of gives it a very nice shadowy effect. And as you can see, it is again just blending in with my skin tone very easily. And I'm just taking a little bit of that downwards like this. This is going to be one of the easiest and simplest looks that I ever do. You can easily do this look in 5 minutes if you wanted to. Okay, so this is the last shade now that we're going in with, and that's going to be See the World. See the World is the deepest shimmer shade in this palette, but I really love the idea of just having a very beautiful deep shimmer on my eye, because it just kind of makes it look like it's shining just a bit. So for this I'm going to be using my fingers, and we're just going to put it over the eye. And of course, before I do that, we're going to apply a little bit more base. Once the base feels tacky, you can go in with the shimmer shade. So I'm just grabbing that on my finger, and we're going to stamp it on there. And this is going to give you an idea of how simple it is really to just create a really beautiful look using this palette. I really love this shade, and I was very intrigued to see how it would just work on its own. So as you can see from this, you could easily create even a date night look with this palette, just having 6 shades. I'm going to go in with one more shade actually. I'm going to go in with Find Your Wings for the inner corners. So I'm just taking that, stamping that right here as the inner corner shade, and this is it. This is all I would do. Welcome back everyone. So this is the finished look, and it was, you know, really fun to do. So you can see that the eyeshadows are lasting here. It's always because of the base. So important to go in with that, and even more so important if you're going to be traveling. So I love color. This is one of my favorite eyeliners. It's called Atlantis. It is by Maven Beauty, and it is actually sadly going out of stock. So I do need to stock up on that, because as you can see over here, the eyeliner is absolutely beautiful. It is a brilliant blue, and I've never seen any eyeliner that comes close to this. You could probably replicate this by getting an eyeshadow that color and then stamping it on. So, you know, it is possible to replicate it, but I just find this so much easier. So this actually was what took the longest period of time. Putting on the eyeshadow and stuff was minimal time, like so easy. So if you weren't doing eyeliner like this, you could just finish this in 5 minutes or so. I just decided to do blue because, you know, I kind of feel like blue and browns, they just go so well together. So my other makeup details are this shade over here, Perfect Diary, in the shade I Got You. This is what I use for my mouth. It's a buildable shade, so you can just keep applying layers and you're gonna get more and more color onto your lips. That's the kind of way that all of these shades work. They can come out quite sheer. So the more color that you add to your mouth, the more color you get on your lips. So then for the mascara, I actually put blue mascara over here. I have no idea if you can actually see that. I don't usually do mascara under my eyes, but I really felt like because I was wearing blue, this would be such a nice addition. So this is Item Beauty, and it's called Boost Juice Dual Ended Lash Primer. I don't know if it's picking up from the camera, but you can definitely see if, you know, those lower lashes there are blue. So for the rest of my face, I decided that I was going to go in with my Woosh Beauty face palette, which is this over here. It's an amazing product. If you're actually traveling, I'd highly recommend getting the full dot face palette because it just makes everything so convenient. Just like how Nomad has made like a compact travel palette, the Woosh Beauty face palette is a great complementary makeup palette that you can take with you, because I feel like it's got different things with it. It's got a blusher, it's got contours, it's got highlighters, it's got a couple of eyeshadows here and there, so you could actually just use Nomad Air with Woosh Beauty, which is pretty much what I did today. And it was so easy because you're just reaching for like the minimal number of products to finish up a really quick travel look. The lashes were from Temu, and the blush that you can see, I don't know if it's very evident, I think it is. So the blusher is also from the Woosh Beauty palette. It was a very simple look today. And my eyebrows, I always use Nomad Cosmetics, and I do have a code with them which will get you free shipping. So if you want to get stuff from them, you can go ahead and do that. And yeah, that's basically it. Don't really have any more details to add. I did add in a little bit of a nude lip liner into my waterline, like right over there. So you can actually do this and just make it match to your skin tone if that's what you want to do. It doesn't really matter what shade you do. Using white eyeliner like right in the waterline can actually make the eyes look a lot bigger. I was kind of going for that, but then I ended up with a nude, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is the finished look. I'm actually really happy with the shades. I love the way that it's worked. If you look very closely at that brown, it's actually got like red, pink kind of sparkles going on there. And I really like that because it's not like just a regular brown. It kind of shines a bit extra, and you know, that makes it extra special. So let's do one more look with the travel palette, and then I will give you my final thoughts. So I kind of have a basic idea of what I want to do. It's going to be kind of like Pan Am inspired. I did get something especially for this launch, and kind of was not the right color, so yeah. Probably won't be as Pan Am inspired as I wanted it to be, but hey, I tried. I'm going to start, I think, by going in with Fly the Skies, and we're going to apply that, you know, right over here on the crease. So before I begin, I'm going to bring the camera closer, and I'm going to put on my NYX mixing medium. I'm basically just taking that and kind of tracing a shape here. I will be going in and cleaning that up. I'm just putting that on one eye for now, kind of getting it focused, and I have not used a white base because I just want to use this, you know, in a normal way. I don't think that I'll be reaching for a white base if I actually travel somewhere. So that's the reason why I'm not actually bothering right now. I just kind of went and cleaned that up a little bit. I'm now going in with the shade Let's Take Off, and it's kind of like a very, you know, skin tone shade, obviously, but much lighter than my skin tone. But I feel like it's going to kind of just go and set a lot of that base that I had put on there and kind of brighten up my eyes a little bit, which is exactly what I wanted from this shade. That's looking pretty nice. I think I will probably go over that with a shimmer shade, where you can see how this is working. It is pretty pigmented. It's kind of got a peach kind of undertone, I think, from my skin. At least that's what it kind of looks like at the moment. I'm gonna go and finish up the other eye. I think I should do it. I think that what I will do is go in with the shade Find Your Wings, because I kind of feel like Find Your Wings is this kind of shade, and I feel like that would probably be matching this the most. So I'm just going to grab my NYX mixing medium again, go over that, and we're going to apply the shimmer on top of it. And then I'll just fill up the entire space, leaving a little bit. So I got the shade. It's very much like a creamy eyeshadow. So this does remind me of Nomad's other formulas. So yeah, if you're familiar with Nomad, you're going to be familiar with this formula too. So sometimes when I wear the NYX mixing medium base, it does take a little bit of time to actually get the shimmer shades to actually get on my lid. But the thing is that I will never wear my shimmers without the base, because it just stays when you have that base on there. I was kind of going for like a 60s inspired kind of look. Don't know how this is actually gonna turn out, but I'm gonna try my best. Because the last time I tried a 60s look, it really didn't turn out the way that I thought it was going to turn out, and I ended up just giving up on it. So this is what it's looking like. You know what? I think that I'm just going to go in with Follow the Sun. So I'm just going to show you the shimmers right now. These are what they look like. So you've kind of got like a pink kind of bronze shade over here, kind of rose gold. Okay, yeah, that's rose gold. And then you've got a very white kind of gold, and then you have this really deep brown shade over here. So it's possible to actually just use all of these shades in the look. Follow the Sun is kind of like a silvery gold shade, and you can see what that looks like. It's very, very bright, very pretty. I do like that shade, and I think I made the right decision adding that into the corner of my eye, because it's already done so much. Like, you can see this eye and how much brighter that one looks, so I'm pretty happy with that. We're going in with Follow the Sun again. I think I'm going to probably add the other shimmer to the end of my eye. So a wee bit right over here in the corner, just to kind of give it a little bit of depth, I think. Okay, so we've used 5 shades. I'm going in with the 6th one because why not? I mean, we've already used practically everything anyway. So I'm taking Up, Up, and Away, which is the final matte shade. It looks like that. And I think I'm just gonna add it right over here, really. I think this could be like a nice shade to just blend out, you know, a deeper shade. And you can see what that looks like. It is a deeper kind of brown. Kind of matches a bit with my skin tone. So I guess, yeah, if you were trying to blend that out, that would work really well. So I'm taking a bit more of Up, Up, and Away, and we're just gonna add that over here. So I just went in with, you know, some eyeliner, and I took it downwards. I've also been going over my shades again and again just to kind of deepen it so that it kind of looks as black brown as possible. But I did use that eyeliner to kind of sculpt out a basic shape. But basically I'm going to take it downwards. I'm going to continue correcting the shape as I work on this. And I just wanted to show you that I'm actually using the eyeshadow to actually deepen the eyeliner. Okay, so I just went in with my Yensa foundation, and I'm going to now be using my Woosh Beauty palette to just kind of fill in all those areas that I kind of just want, you know, a little bit more of a matte finish. So I'm using the blenders over here, and that's usually how I do my makeup. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. So I'm going in with my blusher from the Woosh Beauty face palette as well. These are very, very nice blushes, by the way, and probably some of my favorites. I'm kind of using a photo of Diana Ross to kind of figure out how to do the placement here, but I don't know if I actually got this right, because this is the photo that I have of her, and you can see that she's got blush right over there. So I think probably somewhere here, maybe a bit higher up. But yeah, I'm basically trying to get something like a 60s look. I mean, I started off with wanting to do Pan Am, and I ended up doing Diana Ross. Like, don't ask me what's going on today. But at least I'm having fun. Hey friends, so this is the finished look, and I ended up using all 6 shades in the palette obviously, and then I got out my hat and my coat. But basically I ordered this hat because I thought that it was going to be the same blue as the Nomad blue when I first saw it coming out. I actually rushed online and I was thinking, yeah, let me do like a very air hostess kind of thing, and then I found out that the hat was in fact not the color at all. Like, it looked like this blue, you know, in the image. It's a vintage hat. It's a real vintage hat, and I also thought it was going to be smaller, so it's very hard to actually like tell. But anyway, I really love the hat. The whole point though is that, yeah, it ended up not being like Pan Am, so this is not going to be a Pan Am inspired look. I think I'm just going to say this is more of a 60s inspired look, and I have no idea if the hat and the coat even like work for the 60s era, but yeah, the makeup does, so I'm just gonna go with that. I'm gonna roll with that one. But okay, let me give you the thoughts on the makeup. So as you could probably tell, it was very easy to work with. The shades are definitely very creamy. The mattes are super blendable. They're very, very pigmented. I was able to deepen my eyeshadow so much, especially for, you know, the parts where I put eyeliner, because I wanted to achieve that droopy look. And basically what I did was I went and I got very feathery lashes, and I kind of put them downwards to get that more droopy effect, because I kind of was looking at a few photos and I feel like all of the eyes are very droopy, very dreamy, you know, in the 60s. So I kind of went with that, and then, you know, yeah, that you can see that I kind of attempted the shape again. Like, this is my second time doing it. The first time I did it, I got it completely wrong, but not for the same look. It was a completely different look, but it was also Nomad. But anyway, the point is, I'm actually happy with the look, very happy with, you know, the overall way that the shades have worked. Love the shimmers. They've been sitting there. There's been no creasing, obviously using the NYX mixing medium, so I can say that the formula is good. So this is more of the creative look that I wanted to do with this palette, but the truth is that if I was actually flying, I would do a very, very simple look. I think I would probably just use like 1-2 shades max. I may not even use a shimmer, because, you know, when I'm flying, it's very long flights for me, quite frankly, you know, because I'm going to Asia from the US, so that's going to be like 24 hours plus easily. And, you know, I just don't like having makeup on my face when I travel. So honestly, the skincare for me is going to be fantastic, absolutely amazing. If I actually were to use this palette, it would be after I've landed, because I just feel like it's perfect for trips. You know, when you go on trips, sometimes you just don't want to take like every single thing. That's probably one of the reasons why I like my Woosh Beauty face palette so much, and I appreciate smaller things like this. Like, this is a really nice neutral set that would work with a lot of different looks. You don't need to take like 100 different palettes with you when you travel. You can just take this small one and then pack maybe, you know, a few more shades in like a BYOP, and that would be enough to go on holiday and to travel, because usually most people just go for like, what, 2 weeks, a month. If you're really going for a long-term, you know, like thing, then yeah, I can understand taking a lot more stuff. But if you're going for like a shorter term holiday, I can understand how this palette would fit in so well, because it's just so convenient. Like, you know, you may not even need any other makeup at all. You could just take this and go. This would be the only eyeshadow palette, and that would be more than enough. So I think it's a very, very cute idea, and I think that I really do love the skincare. You know, this makeup was done with the skincare, so you know, I'm really happy. Like, my lips were primed, they were ready with the, you know, the lip salve on my lips. I had already sprayed my face. I put a little bit of that moisturizer, so you can see that this actually works. It looks really, really good. It works with makeup, and that's awesome. It's really, really good, because I am always looking for skincare that works with makeup. You know, because sometimes, like, some of them just don't. It just pills, and there'll be all kinds of other issues. It'll be peeling off once you get your foundation on and all of that. So I don't like those experiences. So obviously I'm really happy that this just worked really, really easily, and everything went perfectly fine. So yeah, I think my final thoughts are that the formula is fantastic, consistency is great, pigmentation's really, really good, and it is buildable. You can build it up to very, very deep. I was able to build up the graphic eyeliner that I did, and this main eyeliner right over there to, you know, going downwards. So you can build up the shades, and you can layer them. They're gonna work fine. You can blend them easily. You can see what I've done over here. I just blended, you know, that with the deeper shade over here, and then the lighter shade is right over there. So I actually ended up using all the shades, and I ended up being really happy with the whole thing. I actually feel like that middle shade up and away, which I had put right on the top over there of my eye, which is like right above that graphic eyeliner, it ended up actually going really well with my skin tone. I felt like it was a little deep when I first initially put it, but after I finished the whole look and I was looking at myself, I thought, yeah, it works fine. So I'm actually really, really happy with this. I think it's a very convenient palette. When I spoke in the beginning, I was saying that I'm going on a trip, and you know, Nomad always seems to know what's happening in my life, and then they create a palette, and then it just relates like exactly to like what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, I'm actually going back for a few months actually this year. Because I haven't gone back home in a very, very long time, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think that I will be taking this Nomad collection on the plane with me, because I really like it. I feel it is very, very refreshing. Like, the skincare was a huge win for me. I think it's very, very nice. I love the Nomad bag. Like, I'm so obsessed with the bag. I just think that it is so cute, and it's so compact, you know. Like, this is something that you could fit into like your trolley bag or your carrying bag, so you could easily take it like on board with you. And I really like that you can add on like whatever it is that you need to add on. So all the essentials, essentially, you can easily fit them into that bag. So I think that this is all in all a very nice collection, and you know, you could buy it for yourself, you could buy it for someone else who's traveling as a gift. I hope that this was informative and that it helped you make a decision about whether you're going to get this palette or not. I think that it is a really lovely addition if you are not someone who wants to like build your own palettes and stuff. I think if you are building your own palettes, it's pretty easy to just pick and choose and just, you know, put whatever it is that you want in there. But for those of you who just don't want to do that, and that's totally fine, we all have our preferences. Like, if you just want something really simple, this is a really nice option. Before we go, I just wanted to show you the swatches of the mattes on my fingers. So this is what they look like. So you can see that those are very, very creamy shades, very easy to get onto the lid, and it's very, very suitable for a multitude of skin tones, because you can make all three shades work for you however it is that you want. And I'm actually really happy with this, because I didn't even have to use a white base to get that kind of pigment onto my skin. And I really, really appreciate that, because it just makes life so much easier, you know? So yeah, the pigmentation is fantastic. So I went in with Woosh Beauty, Yansa Beauty, and for my lips, I used the Nomad Cosmetics lip gloss from Provence. This is the, I always forget the names of these. This is the Le Fates. Le Fates? Yeah, Le Fates. It's a very glossy kind of pink. I did like that pink, and then I felt like I wanted to go over it with a bit more of something brown, just to kind of get it back into like, you know, more of a natural kind of gloss look. I think that if anyone gets these shades, especially because of the formula, I think that you'll absolutely love it. So yeah, thank you, Nomad, and I will see you all for another video very soon. Let me know if you're going to be picking this up. So I do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics, and it is Franita. You get 10% off, and it's a non-affiliate code, so you can use that. You can use anyone's code, really. Honestly, like, if you do use my code, I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you for the support. It means the world to me, and I'm very grateful that, you know, this video was helpful for you. So before we go, if you like this video, just remember that I have a ton of other reviews on Nomad palettes. If you would like to see more of them, then wait for the playlist at the end. You can go and check out all of the reviews that I've done for Nomad Cosmetics. There are quite a few. I have a few coming up as well on some of their older palettes and stuff that I have not reviewed. But basically, if you want more content from me, you know, it's all there ready for you, and you can go and check out my thoughts on all of those palettes. I've been using Nomad for a long time, ever since the America's Pox palette came out. I think that was in 2021, and wow, it's actually been like almost, I think it's been 2 years, like actually reviewing, you know, so many palettes from Nomad, and I've had so much fun doing, you know, all these different looks for them. I've really, really had a good time, and I really do love their formula. So if that interests you, then you can go and check that playlist out. And if you want to subscribe, then remember to turn that notification bell on, because it will alert you every single time I put out a new video. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts, you know, below, and if you're going to be picking up this palette. And I will see you soon for another video. And until then, be safe. Bye.